Vlad will retire, 3 years before this deal ends? It's a 14-year deal for $500 million, and it's more than double what a first baseman has ever gotten. The Blue Jays had to do this because they've missed out on everybody, and this is their homegrown Canadian-born superstar. So they paid through the nose, and they failed twice. Once, like a year and a half ago, when they offered him $300, and they probably could have got it done for $350. And then once, like 4 years ago, when they offered him $170, and they might have gotten it done for $220. Whatever it is, they have cost themselves a lot by having to do this now. And every moment that Kyle Tucker gets closer to free agency is costing the Chicago Cubs more. If you really want to sign this guy, and I believe you should be in contract conversations with him right now. The conversation should have begun when he got here. He had said he's open to it. I think he's still open to it. He's not a Boris client. Those guys are predisposed to go all the way to the end. He's represented by Excel, who also represents Swanson. Try and get a deal done with Kyle Tucker as soon as you can, because the longer you wait, the more the leverage goes to him. And Vlad Jr.'s deal is proof positive of that.
Miguel Cabrera got bought out. So there isn't, at least according to Spotrac, anything on the books for this season. Would you like to guess how much money Miguel Cabrera has made in his career?
$550.
No, high, actually.
That's high?
$475.
Better, but still lower.
$320.
You're very close, Tanny, comparatively. You didn't go over, so you win.
$1.
$393 million from Miguel Cabrera.
I love when the guy gets so close to the Showcase Showdown that he wins both of them.
That's my favorite.
How close you got to be to get both of them?
All right, Tanny, here's your Kia Sportage. You're driving home in that today.
Hey, man.
I found out
Sell
that
the car.
you can actually, what you can do is you can take the credit for that car and put it towards another one.
Oh,
They kill you with those taxes, though, don't they?
You do get I believe you get the California taxes.
They should have offered Kyle Tucker more than the Kia Sportage that they offered the first time. Is it Sportage or Sportage?
It's
I always
Sportage.
wondered.
It depends what country you're in.
I like feeling fancy.
But
I'd go Sportage.
whatever
You know
he
that.
likes. Whatever he maybe he likes that car. You
But
never know.
If you're at Cindy's rooftop, it's Sportage.
There you
If
go.
you're here, it's Sportage.
Game on for contracts all over MLB. Not just the youngins like Christian Campbell or Jackson Merrill or even Garrett Crochet. It's oldies like Ketel Marte. That's the third different extension he's signed with the Arizona Diamondbacks. And now it's a superstar in his late 20s like Vlad Guerrero.
From a business standpoint, let's make you all Kyle Tucker for a second. From a business standpoint, does it make sense for the Cubs to jump out and set a market on him? Like, let's say that right now they say, oh, Kyle's down in the clubhouse. We can go grab him and talk to him for a minute. Hey, we'd like to match that deal that they got for Vlad.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be interested in 14 years and $500 million? Does that do the Cubs any good to do that other than good faith?
Well,
Other than negotiating in good faith?
a couple things. First of all, Kyle Tucker's a lot better than Vlad Guerrero Jr. I think he's better than him as an offensive player.
Well, he's definitely better than him as a defensive player per his position.
So he's better just binarily as an offensive player. And then, oh, by the way, he's a right fielder who can steal bases. So, and he's a lefty. He's already better. So you're looking at $600 million.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're looking at like 12 years, $600 million.
Does it make sense for the Cubs to do that right now?
These prices are not going down.
Speaks, I'm with you.
And you're asking me.
I'm trying to think of like how they would view this.
Well, if they're really going to want to put a freeze on the long term between now and the potential work stoppage, then it's a non-starter of a conversation. But I was told that they were going to put the Bregman money towards Tucker. And you should, because Tucker's a better guy to sign than Bregman. Tucker is the best profile of just about anyone they've had a chance to sign. Maybe Bryce Harper, when Bryce Harper was a free agent. But I like Tucker more than I like Manny Machado when he was a free agent. I like Tucker more than their own guys of Bryant and Rizzo.
Because I remember, never mind.
Yeah, but like Tucker walks more than he strikes out. And he's already slugging with speed and defense. This is This is exactly what you want as a lefty in the middle of your freaking lineup. This is the profile of who you are supposed to pay if you're going to pay anybody.
I agree.
Has he
with
played
you.
enough games?
Well, see, that's Shane. It's an excellent question.
With the Cubs?
Let me tell you why.
Well, no, he's played 12 with the Cubs, so not enough yet.
But actually,
In general.
I actually think that part of it is a good question, because if you're Jed, do you dare go to Thomas and go, see, I told you? And does Tom then go, can we get a month of the season? Does he spit back to baseball ops what baseball ops always spits back to him? Very small sample size, Jed.
Price
How about
tag.
we see where he's at the end of April?
But I mean, just because Cubs fans are amazed at how good Kyle Tucker is because they didn't realize it and he's off to this hot start doesn't mean Tom Ricketts is supposed to be surprised by how good Kyle Tucker is. They knew.
He should have every piece of information, and I'm sure that Jed was like, we should probably sign him to a long-term extension, and here's why.
I don't know how much you had to sell ownership on the trade. Probably not much, but now if you got to sell him on this, that you should have at least one person, maybe two people on staff who are in charge of selling ownership on this, because this is the guy that you need to sign. Now, I'm going to enjoy the year, and the year can be fun, and we've talked about what the possibilities are, even if it's a one and done, and if they're good enough and they win enough, then it's still worth it, even if they don't sign him. But if you're going to sign anybody, this is a guy you sign.
I got 3 words for you: steak, dinner, boom.
Let's go.
That's how you get things done. That's what I hear.
I mean, has he been to Rosemary?
I don't know.
Shane, can you get him a
Do
reservation?
you know about irony?
What's irony?
That was part of the steak dinner thing.
I thought it was
political irony.
I thought it was a Joe Flam new restaurant.
Me too.
Irony.
100%.
It might be.
Irony over there in the West Loop. You ever been
I
over
will
there?
not rule it out.
Irony's awesome.
The food seems
dinner,
good.
boom.
Yeah, boom, baby.